Maria, you see what I'm seeing, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is Squatch made, in my opinion.
Look at this. Check this out. That's a really big looking footprint.
Moments ago, during their hunt for Bigfoot, the expedition team made a gruesome discovery that shut everything down. A wild, scattered array of bones and decaying flesh, clear signs of a fierce, deadly struggle. This shocking find came moments after their high-tech gear picked up strange, sudden movements in the deep, silent woods, sparking fear and urgency among the team. Realizing they might not be dealing with just one creature, but potentially several, the tension skyrocketed. What else are these woods hiding from us? Tune in. Let's uncover the monstrous truth behind this terrifying discovery. The search for Bigfoot unveiled. The team was more convinced than ever that they weren't dealing with just one Bigfoot, but possibly several. Their journey into the thick, remote forest was filled with tension. Then they stumbled upon something horrifying, a pile of bones and rotting flesh that told the story of a violent battle. This disturbing discovery not only confirmed their fears, but also brought them closer to finding the answers they were searching for. As they ventured deeper into the forest, the shadows grew longer and the air around them felt heavier. What they found next shocked them. A large handprint, clearly not human, pressed deep into the mud. Russ and Maria immediately knew how important this was. This was real proof of the creature's existence, as real as the ground they were standing on. This was no small discovery. It pointed to a powerful, possibly dangerous creature. Suddenly, the equipment emitted a chilling, clear signal, the kind they had been waiting for but never truly expected to hear. Right away, Maria contacted Ronnie to tell him about the handprint. Ronnie quickly arrived on the island, and when he saw the size of the print, he was stunned. But the surprises didn't end there. Nearby, they found knuckle prints, showing that the creature moved in a way that seemed both human and ape-like, combining traits of both. Maria had seen something similar before when comparing Bigfoot skulls with those of humans and apes, noticing strong similarities. These new findings only strengthened her earlier conclusions. They were dealing with an advanced creature capable of complex behavior. Then things got even more complicated. Russ found not just one set of prints, but two. It became clear that more than one of these beings were moving through the wild forest. With this new information, the team decided to increase their efforts. They took detailed photos, measured every footprint, and closely examined each one, even though the tough terrain made things difficult. The team began to suspect that these creatures were using the river as a pathway, maybe searching for food or a safe place to hide. This idea shaped their plan. They decided to focus on the valley, hoping to catch these elusive creatures. With time running out and their supplies running low, they began a critical mission. They used drones with heat-sensing cameras to scan the area from the sky, while teams on the ground carefully searched the riverbanks. The air was full of tension as the operation started. Bryce was in charge of the drones, guiding the teams by radio. Every sound and shadow in the forest added to their anticipation. This was more than just a search. It felt like a chase, driven by both curiosity and a primal need to find what they were looking for. Then, one of the drones spotted a heat signature that looked like a human shape moving between the trees. Excitement surged. Could this be the moment they had been waiting for? Or were they just chasing illusions, being drawn deeper into a search that might end in mystery? As the mission went on, the team realized just how big the challenge was. They were a small group facing the vastness of nature, trying to find evidence of creatures that might prefer to stay hidden. Their quest raised important questions about living in harmony with nature, conservation, and the human urge to explore the unknown. As they went further into the forest in search of these mysterious beings, they had to confront the possibility that some truths, like whether Bigfoot exists, might never come to light and stay hidden in the untouched wilderness. The team sets out, ready to face the wilderness ahead, exposing the secrets of the wild. The drone and ground teams worked together, with the drones sweeping across the valley in wide patterns and the ground teams following the streams. This strategy let them cover the entire 20,000-acre valley, surrounded by mountains that rose 3,000 feet high. Every team member was keenly aware of the importance of their task, their senses sharpened by the slim chance of encountering these elusive creatures. But the main question was still what they would find. Could they finally prove Bigfoot exists, or would their search lead to even more questions than answers? Like many journeys into the unknown, the search for Bigfoot came with many challenges. One of the biggest was that their very presence in the forest might change the thing they were trying to find. As they moved forward, the team had to consider the scientific and environmental impact of their quest. Would their search disturb the balance of nature? In their search, looking for Bigfoot wasn't just about finding hard evidence. It turned into an adventure that connected their curiosity with the mysteries of nature. As they got closer to what they were searching for, a sudden sound in the thick forest made them realize they were facing an even harder and less obvious challenge. One night, while walking along the river, Ronnie, Maria, and Russ were wading through the muddy waters. Meanwhile, Bryce and his team were flying a drone high above them. This drone had a special heat-sensing camera, and it picked up fast movements deep in the forest, far from where Maria and Russ were. The drone team quickly shared what they saw with Maria, suggesting that the Bigfoot might be heading toward the cold, icy glacier nearby. With this new idea, Maria and Russ changed direction, hoping to cut off the creature's path based on Bryce's sighting. Over on the other side of the valley, Ronnie was having his own experience. He heard twigs snapping and leaves rustling, but it was dark and he couldn't see much. Thankfully, Bryce had advanced night vision gear, which came in handy. The drone was redirected to Ronnie's location, and its thermal camera picked up warm shapes moving. At first, the images weren't clear, but soon enough, more movement near Ronnie made things even more interesting. But this wasn't the most exciting part. These thermal images showed something moving quickly, grabbing Ronnie's attention and making him eager to go deeper into the thick woods. He hoped to come face to face with whatever was out there. At the same time, Bryce felt the urge to leave his tech and join Ronnie on foot. Following the strange noises, Ronnie found large footprints. These footprints were fresh, meaning the creature had passed by not long ago. The huge prints, along with broken branches, showed how big and strong this creature was. What really caught their attention was the big gap between the footprints, showing that whatever made them had a long stride. Ronnie, now using a thermal camera, scanned the area, hoping the creature wasn't too far. But the thick trees made it hard to see. The branches blocked his view and messed with the thermal signals, making it tough to track the mysterious creature as it moved through the dark, dense forest. As he adjusted his stance to get a better view, a figure seemed to be moving towards him through the trees. At first, he thought it might be Bigfoot, but as the shape came closer, he saw it was Bryce, who had arrived to help. They quickly shared what they'd observed and decided to follow the path they believed Bigfoot had taken. Excited by the idea of a possible encounter, they pressed on with even more energy. The night brings new clues and challenges. Tracing the trail of the huge beast. Their way forward was only lit by their flashlights, making the rocky terrain even harder to navigate. Before long, they found a clearer path that looked like it had been used a lot by Bigfoots, especially as they got near a glacier. But soon they stumbled upon something that stopped them in their tracks, the fresh remains of an animal. The sight of it, with blood staining the snow, was a disturbing contrast against the white surroundings. The ground beneath the body was soaked in red. Normally, finding something like this would make anyone terrified, especially since they were in the territory of a creature that could easily be dangerous. Despite the gruesome discovery, they stayed focused on their goal. After taking a closer look, they guessed that the dead animal was probably an elk or a Sitka black-tailed deer. A broken rib bone caught their attention. It looked like an immense force had snapped it, and they started to wonder what kind of power and rage was behind such destruction. This made them think about old research showing that early humans used to break bones to get to the marrow, a practice that was important for brain development during the Stone Age. As they pondered this, Rooney and Bryce began to think they might not just be following any ordinary animal. The signs pointed to something that might have human-like habits. This idea grew stronger when they remembered past discoveries of volcanic glass tools in nearby caves. Tools like these could have been used by the creatures to cut meat, much like early humans did. It became clear that they were tracking something that had both animal instincts and human-like intelligence. This mix of traits changed the way they looked at their search. It wasn't just about finding a creature anymore. It was about understanding how humans and these beings might have evolved side by side. Maybe by learning more about these creatures, they could learn more about their own ancestors. After spending the night tracking, they realized they were getting closer to these creatures. The tension was rising. The next morning, when Rooney, Bryce, Maria, and Russ examined the gruesome scene, they saw something far more terrifying than any usual animal attack. The area was scattered with bones and blood, showing signs of a battle with something much more powerful than a wolf, bear, or big cat. They collected some of the bones, eager to find out what kind of creature could have caused so much destruction. This event wasn't just about being in the right place at the right time, it also needed a good understanding of different hunters, both the two-legged and four-legged kinds. The creature, probably Bigfoot based on local stories and recent signs, had chosen this spot because it had plenty of food and great places to hide. Full of curiosity and determination, Maria and Russ decided to follow the trail as closely as possible. Meanwhile, Rooney and Bryce stayed at the first site where the disturbance happened to investigate more deeply. They found something strange. Large parts of the victim were missing, but there were no marks showing that the body had been dragged away. This made them come to a scary conclusion. The creature must have carried its prey, much like big, smart primates sometimes do. Recent heat scans seemed to capture images of this same creature, backing up their theory. Now it was important for them to stay put and gather more clues. They press on, hoping to uncover the secrets hidden by the ice. Tracking the ghost of the glacier. As Bruce and Rooney searched more carefully, they heard rustling nearby. Feeling both fear and excitement, they grabbed their thermal camera to scan the area. Unfortunately, they found nothing. The creature stayed hidden. Still, they weren't ready to give up, so they moved toward the sound, hoping to find any signs of the creature's actions or whereabouts. As the night went on, the early morning light began to reveal more of the thick forest. Rooney and Bryce were growing tired, but they knew the coming daylight might help them spot things they couldn't see in the dark. At the same time, Maria and Russ were also getting exhausted. They had been chasing the creature all night without much rest. Their persistence was impressive, but the creature had managed to stay out of sight the whole time. The soft snow, which should have shown clear tracks, remained undisturbed, which only made their frustration grow. But just as they were losing hope, their cameraman noticed a small movement near the icy edge. He quickly alerted Russ, who caught a glimpse of something or someone before it vanished again. And this brief sighting was enough to reignite their determination. They now had a real clue. They were likely tracking a humanoid figure. This pushed Maria and Russ to dig even deeper into the frozen landscape. Traveling through a glacier full of deep cracks was no easy task. The cold and lifeless landscape seemed like the perfect place for a creature that didn't want to be found. While Russ and Maria pressed on with their journey, Rooney and Bryce stayed behind at the spot where they had first found some clues. Their patience paid off when they noticed a claw mark high up on a tree. It was much higher and looked different than the typical scratches left by bears, which usually run in straight parallel lines. Meanwhile, on another part of the glacier, Maria and Russ had just finished a tough climb. They were eager to get closer to the creature they were tracking. The freezing cold of the glacier made it difficult for most animals to survive, except for those with thick fur coats. Maria and Russ, however, struggled through the icy terrain. After what felt like forever, Maria finally spotted an ice cave in the distance. This could be a huge breakthrough. They thought this cave might be Bigfoot's hideout, a major find if true. As they approached the cave, it became clear why this spot would be perfect for hiding. There was a fresh water source nearby, something necessary for any living creature. Convinced that the cave could be Bigfoot's home, Maria and Russ carefully began searching around it. They were determined to find some evidence, but faced a big challenge. The area was huge and mountainous, far too big to cover by foot alone. Just when it seemed like searching by walking wasn't going to work, they decided it was time to bring in a helicopter to help with the search before the creature could vanish into the thick forest again. Their producer made a smart call, arranging a helicopter from Juneau to cover more ground quickly. With so much area to search, going by foot would have taken too long. Once they were up in the air, the team began scanning the ground below, hoping to spot the creature before it could slip back into the forest. The white, snowy ground made it easier to spot any movement, which gave them some hope. They knew they had to act fast, though, as any sign of the creature could disappear at any moment. As they search from above, the mystery deepens. Whispers in the wilderness. As the helicopter flew over the frozen landscape and reached the edge of the forest, the crew carefully scanned the ground below. Even with a clear view and their sharp focus, they saw no signs of life. After watching closely all night without any results, they began to lose hope. They decided to make another pass over the area, but everything remained quiet. It seemed the creature they were tracking had either hidden too well or slipped into the trees before they could find it. The team felt disappointed, knowing they had come so close to a breakthrough but missed their chance. However, this wasn't the worst part. Even though they didn't find the creature, the team didn't give up completely. They had learned valuable lessons that could help them in the future. 3 weeks after they returned home, Bryce stayed behind to review the data they had gathered. Rooney and Maria had set up super sensitive microphones throughout the woods. These microphones could pick up the tiniest sounds, much more sensitive than regular equipment. Bryce began listening to the recordings, expecting to hear the usual sounds of nature like birds. But then he found something incredible: a low, quiet voice. At first it sounded like background noise, but soon a deep voice stood out. Bryce wondered if they had actually recorded Bigfoot's voice. He worked on improving the audio to make it clearer. The recording was made in the middle of the night, deep in the woods, and since they hadn't seen anyone else out there, Bryce believed the voice could belong to Bigfoot. This discovery filled him with both excitement and confusion. But this wasn't the only strange thing. Wanting to understand what he had found, Bryce contacted Dr. Ronald Cosper, a linguist known for his expertise in rare and complex languages. Dr. Cosper had once claimed he could understand some words from old stories about Bigfoot, so Bryce thought he was the perfect person to help. After listening to the recording, Dr. Cosper suggested that the voice could be human or something very close to it. Bryce felt thrilled by the idea of finally understanding Bigfoot's speech. Words like waves, flat, and Kumba stood out from the tape. But the mystery didn't end there. They considered different things like distance, background noise, and weather that might have changed how the voice sounded. Still, all the clues suggested these were actual words spoken by Bigfoot. Dr. Cosper even noticed there were 2 different voices on the recording. One said Kumba, while the other mentioned flat and waves. This made Bryce wonder if there were more than one of these creatures out there. He shared more details from that night with Dr. Cosper, and together they became convinced that there could be a group of these creatures, not just one. Now the team was more determined than ever. With this new evidence, they began planning another, more challenging trip, possibly back to Alaska, to confirm Bigfoot's existence. They knew this would be their biggest mission yet, and they were ready to dive into it with everything they had. Their goal? To solve this mystery once and for all. What do you think? Are Bigfoot's mysterious words proof of their existence? Comment your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates on our thrilling journey.